This is the type of stuff we need to be seeing. We need more people who are willing to step up the way these two men stepped up for their mother.
Mom.
50-year-old Yolanda crying out to her children, "They're going to take me, they're going to take me," as agents arrested her outside her home in El Monte Monday.
Which we didn't. We finished the interview, and he asked us to go wait in the lobby for paperwork regarding our next appointment, which was a ploy to get us to wait around for the ICE agents. They arrested my wife. They handcuffed her. They did let me, hug and kiss her goodbye, and they recommended I take her wedding ring just so it doesn't get stolen or lost.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the creators, the grassroots organizers, the immigrant rights activists, and the independent journalists who had the courage to put this story out there. We see you, we appreciate you, and we stand with you. Now, as a Black American, I know what it feels like to grow up in a country where your family can be snatched away from you, whether it's through over-policing, the prison system, or immigration raids. And let me tell you, when I heard this story, it hit me deep. Two brothers, both serving in the National Guard, had to escort their own mama to an immigration hearing because they were terrified ICE was going to take her if she went alone. Just think about that for a second. These brothers put their lives on the line for this country, but even their uniforms, even their service, can't protect their mother from being treated like she don't belong here.
Two members of the National Guard, seen here, decided to accompany their mother to her Chicago immigration appointment.
We fear that she might get taken into custody. There's been reports of that. They get a text or an appointment. They have to come in, and they end up getting detained.
Well, 3 hours after arriving for her appointment, the mother left without incident, accompanied by her two sons in uniform.
This is the type of stuff we need to be seeing. We need more people who are willing to step up the way these two men stepped up for their mother. Two National Guardsmen decided to show up with their mother to her immigration hearing in uniform because they know what is going on. And they know that as far as this regime goes, they don't care about these people showing up with lawyers. They don't care about these people showing up with elected officials. They still try and get busy in an unlawful way. So this right here is the perfect message to send. People have the right to protect themselves in this country. It is in our laws, it's in the Constitution. Even if the White House doesn't want to listen to that, we still have those rights. And to actually see two soldiers, two men in uniform, stand up for the words in the Constitution and not the man in the White House, that is what Americans are looking for. That is what patriotism looks like. I have a lot of respect for these men, and I hope to see more acts like this continue in the future.
Two National Guard members just had to defend their mom from ICE to make sure that they do not kidnap her. Watch this.
Members of the National Guard, seen here, decided to accompany their mother to her Chicago immigration appointment.
We fear that she might get taken into custody. There's been reports of that. They get a text or an appointment. They have to come in, and they end up getting detained.
If this doesn't prove to you how dysfunctional and evil ICE is as an agency, I just don't know what does. You know it's bad when two guys who are even serving this country in the National Guard, when even they are fearful of their own mother getting kidnapped by ICE. And this isn't a surprise to me at all. It's a huge reason as to why these protests across the country were happening. ICE agents are going to courthouses and illegally detaining and arresting people. And by the way, the immigrants who are at these courthouses, they are doing it the legal way, which is why they're seeing a judge to begin with. But of course, Trump and his supporters don't care about that at all. Targeting people who are even doing it the legal route, mixed in with the fact that they have effectively just gotten rid of due process for people, it just really goes to show how flawed our immigration systems are in this country and how evil and awful ICE is as an agency.
Mom. 50-year-old Yolanda crying out to her children, "They're going to take me, they're going to take me," as agents arrested her outside her home in El Monte Monday.
I just feel alone. I feel lost.
Her 21-year-old daughter, Citlali, unable to walk, had to be carried out of the car to talk to us about her brother and mother.
She's just a great mom. I wouldn't ask for anyone else.
Her mom has been by her side ever since she was diagnosed with chondrosarcoma. It's a cancer of the cartilage of her leg bone. She was diagnosed about a year ago.
Without her, I don't know how I'm going to get my treatments. I feel like I'm not going to be able to go through with them without her. I need her.
Her mom was her caretaker and her emotional support, and her brother Jonathan was the primary provider, paying for rent and food. Citlali, a U.S. citizen, says agents told them Jonathan was the target of the arrest. He was convicted of a crime more than 12 years ago.
He already did his time for that. He went to rehab. He's changed. He's really, really changed.
She says she was too young to know what type of crime.
Where's the warrant?
The family demanded to see a warrant for Jonathan and her mother. They say agents never showed one, but you can hear an agent tell Jonathan why they were there.
For you and for her for being here.
You have to stay strong for her.
Meantime, Citlali is relying on her friends for support and for help.
I think it's gut-wrenching. I think it's heartbreaking.
Maria has been a family friend for 11 years.
These people are hardworking people, right? They take care of their family. Any hardship I've had, they've came through for me.
And now she says she will certainly be there for them, and Citlali needs the help. Chemo means she can't work, and her two remaining brothers are undocumented and fear being deported. The family is struggling just to pay rent this month and still dealing with the lasting image of their mother being taken away.
Felt like my life was falling apart.
We did get a statement for ICE a short time ago. They say ICE is focused on public safety, national security threats first and foremost. However, any individual illegally present in the United States who is encountered during an immigration enforcement operation may be taken into custody and processed for removal as stated by the law. The family tells us they set up a GoFundMe account hoping to raise some money so they can get through the next couple of months. We're told that her brother right now is in an ICE facility in Adelanto. Her mother is in an ICE facility in San Diego, with the court date scheduled for a week from today.
People been reacting all over. Some folks are saluting the brothers for protecting their moms, and trust me, I respect them for that. But a lot of folks, especially in our community, are looking at this and saying, ain't nobody safe. As black people, we know what it's like to be told to go back somewhere. We know what it feels like when the same system we helped build with our labor, with our blood, with our service, turns around and calls us disposable. And now we see that happening to immigrant families too. Y'all remember, ICE has been separating mothers and children for years. It's not new. Just recently, they arrested the wife of a war veteran, a woman who's a nursing mother, in front of her kids, a baby and a toddler. They ripped her away from her babies like she was nothing. I can't help but see the parallels. Our ancestors were sold away from their children on auction blocks, and today, immigrant mothers are being dragged away in front of their kids by agents in black vests. That war veteran put his life on the line, came back home, and still had to watch the government destroy his family. How are we supposed to believe in freedom and family values when the same country that says it's the land of the free treats families like they don't matter? I've said it before. This is not about legal versus illegal. This is about humanity, about dignity, about respect. When black soldiers came home from WW2, they got spat on and told to use the back door. Now we see immigrant soldiers and their families getting threatened with deportation and family separation. Different chapter, same ugly book.
Hey, did y'all see the mom in Chicago? She was escorted by her 2 National Guard sons to her immigration hearing. Don't know if she's a citizen or not. That wasn't specified. She's been in the U.S. for, I think they said, a little over 2 years. But my thing is, military folk, answer this for me. I could be wrong, but if you got 2 sons in the military, they don't give you a green card for that? I thought if you know what I'm saying, serve in the military, your family get the papers. I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong or not, but I thought if you served in that military, mom was supposed to have them papers.
Have you seen this story?
One of those checking in, this woman who has lived in the Chicago suburbs for more than 20 years and has a work permit. Her two sons, who are now members of the National Guard, waited outside, concerned.
We fear of her being detained and not us being there. We can't really do anything about it, get involved in that, but we just always want to be with her, no matter what.
The mother and her two sons left after their appointment. It lasted nearly 3 hours. One of the brothers tells me the suburban mother checking in today was told she could do so by phone for her next appointment in 5 months, but she was also told not to speak to reporters.
So they just happened to be there on that same day. But what a scene there with her two sons dressed in uniform.
Right, very concerned.
Both of her sons in the National Guard. She's undocumented, and they are freaking out that she may be detained. She's doing everything the legal way, and that they will deport her. This is insane.
I wish we didn't. We finished the interview, and he asked us to go wait in the lobby for paperwork regarding our next appointment, which was a ploy to get us to wait around for the ICE agents. They arrested my wife. They handcuffed her. They did let me, hug and kiss her goodbye, and they recommended I take her wedding ring just so it doesn't get stolen or lost. I mean, it's hard not having her around, I'm happy to go distract myself at work, but I come home and my other half isn't there. And, I see it on my kids' faces. They miss their mom.
This is what I call a hyper enforcement environment. They're just tightening the screws on everything and everywhere. It's just a hell of a way to treat a veteran.
We had this made for the wedding.
I don't think this was intended, but it's what occurred.
Get the criminals out of the country, right? But the people that are here working hard, especially the ones married to Americans, I mean, that's always been a way to secure a green card. It's always been a way to become a citizen. I'm more than frustrated, but I'm trying to go through the legal processes and get her out the right way. It's been hard, but I'm grateful to at least have my kids. I hope that their mom is back soon.
I want y'all to really sit with this. If the mother of 2 National Guard soldiers ain't safe, if a veteran's wife nursing her babies ain't safe, who is? To those brothers who stood up for their mama, I see you. You're not just soldiers, you're real men, real sons, real protectors. And to the creators, the journalists, and all the community folks who shared this story, we owe you. Thank you for refusing to stay silent. Drop your thoughts in the comments. How does this make you feel as a Black American? Have you or someone you know faced something like this? What does it say when even service and sacrifice can't keep a family safe? Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video because we need everybody talking about this. The more we speak up, the harder it is for them to hide these injustices. As always, stay safe, stay loud, and stay proud. Peace and love, y'all.